Hey guys, we're into week 6, or just finished week 6 of this new Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes account, and things have started to slow down a little bit. In the last day or two, I finally hit the levels that can't just be ascended past in a single day. It used to be that pretty much every night you'd level. Now it is looking more like it's going to be every second night, which is in some ways bad, but in some ways good. It eases the gold crunch a little bit because now I'm not leveling and having to bring up 10 or 12 characters every single day, which I just can't keep up with. So hopefully it starts to taper off a little bit, and that might actually do me a favour. Since last week, I have a few developments. This one right here, most notably. I just got that this morning, that's why it's still quite under leveled. But even already, I can see the difference it makes. It's much more suited to being in the opening 3 than Cash and Z-Wing, so I've been able to move Cash and Z-Wing out as a reinforcement, which it seems to be far better suited at doing. In terms of character progression, I paused the Mon Mothma farm in favour of getting PS. I feel like Mon Mothma will probably do most of what I want her to do at low stars. PS, however, I need for Executor. So I'm going to start farming him now, start pushing that, and hopefully that is a decent long term decision. Other than that, Jin is very nearly 7 stars. Akbar is 7 stars now. I just finished that yesterday. And everybody, well, the Rebel side of things is level 72. I was in the process of bringing Inquisitors up to match, but I had to stop and put some levels into some of the Scoundrels because of the training droid smuggling event and credit heist. I still can't do the level 70 plus part of credit heist. I need to put a bit more gear and a bit more levels on the Scoundrels that I have for it. This is what I plan on using. It's all characters that either have a ship or are going to be usable for Beskar Mando's event, but they're way behind. And for a level 70 plus, they can't survive yet. So that's going to be something to work on over the next couple of days. Hopefully, with the gold crunch easing a little bit, I have a bit more freedom to do that. And obviously, whatever I invest into Boba and IG will pay off in ships as well. I'm using IG ship right now. The biggest difference I've noticed in the last few days is once I leveled Radis, the new pip on, I believe it's his leadership ability. Yeah, that gives expose on crits has made this team pretty monstrous in arena. I can walk in against basically anything that isn't level 85, that isn't like a hyperdrive account, and they die. They'll do some sort of, it's usually troopers or Geonosians, and they'll do a big bunch of attacks, stack a bunch of exposes on themselves, and then the return AoE creams them. Even an Iden team, because Radis also plans out dazes when turn meter goes up. What usually happens on an Iden team is somebody dies, Snowtrooper tries to feed turn meter to the team, everybody gets dazed, and then you can AoE away. And it's been working pretty good so far. I'm hoping to keep with that team. As regards anything else, that's kind of it. Not a huge amount has happened in 7 days. I got Palpatine to 6 stars if that hadn't happened by last week. I unlocked R2D2. I finally had 5 Empire characters of 5 stars. Ships is always been a focus of this account. The whole point was to get a Rebel fleet up and running and see how awesome it is with Ravensclaw, and that is still the plan. What I feel like I may not accomplish, looking at it now, is I might not have the ship requirements for the Tarkin level 78 event for Zeta materials at level 78. I know I'm going to get it, and I'll have a powerful enough fleet to do it because I'm leveling the bounty ships and I'm leveling Empire. I've got TIE Fighter here. I'm going for, as you can see, TIE Bomber and TIE Advanced. I'm getting pretty much every day if I can. TIE Advanced has a late node, but it comes up in the shop quite often, so I'm snapping that and the Razor Crest off every time I see them. TIE Bomber's coming along purely, it's on the node with Queel. I have access to Slave 1's node now as well, so I've been pushing it too. I don't think I'm going to have those ships at the level required to do the Tarkin event right at the point that I hit level 70. I just won't. Looking at IG is off a hard node. It's a slow farm. It's not going to be there in time. It's just a reality right now. Now look, it's going to set me back a little bit. I don't think it's going to set me back a huge amount. Because the Radis team is functioning just fine in Arena without any Zetas. And I looked at his kit earlier on. He needs a Zeta for his mass assist ability and for transmissions from Scarif. The transmission from Scarif one just stops or Jin from dying so long as Radis is alive. The other one's pretty important. I feel like the other one is going to be my first Zeta following Merciless Massacre. But we'll have to see how things go. It's been actually really fun so far. I still feel kind of the same way about Inquisitors. They do feel a bit pillow-fisted even now. Just getting some raid rewards in. They just don't hit that hard. They stack a bunch of debuffs on, and I know that when I get the Zeta for Palpatine's leadership, which I'm hoping will be my third, that they basically turn into a turn meter train because there's an abundance of AoEs and all those AoEs are handing out debuffs once a Zeta kicks in, and it comes on when debuffs expire as well as when they're applied. Every time purges are used, it will feed turn meter. So I know that team is going to come online more so than it already is. It just requires me to stay the course for another little bit. So every day that it feels worse than just running troopers, ultimately it might still be the right decision. Maybe not for everybody, but for me on this account, I feel like it is. That'll be it for this video, I guess. If anything massive happens during the week, I'll put a short up. Otherwise, I'll see you next Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on how quickly I can get it uploaded. Thanks for listening. If you're enjoying this, like, subscribe, you know the drill. See you later.